Hello and welcome to First Team All Vibes, your favorite sports podcast with all of the best vibes. My name is Marissa. I am one of the hosts on this podcast, and I am the vibe connoisseur, if you will.
I'm Anthony, and I'm the other host, and I'm the dude that just knows ball.
That is right. We are back, guys, and we are here to talk about NFL week, 7 now?
Week 7.
Week 7. Wow. We have gone through a lot of weeks already. That's crazy.
Yeah, the NFL's going by fast this year.
I know. Seriously. Crazy. We have NBA starting tonight. Don't mind my crazy Lakers outfit, guys. Lakers play today. You know, I gotta get my rep in there. Okay, so pay no mind to that. We are here to talk about football today. We will talk about opening week of basketball in another episode. But yeah, exciting week. I mean, I feel like it's been an exciting season so far. So
yeah, more of like the randomness has continued.
Right.
So much of this is just. We just got to dive right in.
Yes, let's get into it. It's time for...
the kickoff.
All
right, so first, I thought we'd get serious because turns out this is a trend, or I guess people have been doing this.
Okay.
And we need to make it clear before allegations ever come out. Ooh. And we need to say that, guys, we are not cannibals.
Oh.
We have never been interested in eating human meat. That's never been a craving. And it will never start. So I just thought, we're going to be in the public eye from here on out going forward. So I just thought we'd say that. I don't know Madi's stance on it. I feel like we're close, but I don't know what her official stance on it.
I'm glad you cleared that up, to be honest, because I feel like, we all know that everyone faces those kinds of allegations. So
especially the Haitians for some reason.
Right. From our lovely people in power currently.
Exactly.
So better to clear that up now.
You got to say it though. They need to hear that you are not a cannibal.
I am not a cannibal.
Have you ever consumed human meat?
I have not.
Have you ever craved it? I've been curious.
I have never been remotely curious, and I don't know what this has to do with the podcast, but I've watched Yellow Jackets, and they eat people in that show. It's a really good show, though.
Different circumstances.
It's a really good show, so that's about as close as I've gotten watching Yellow Jackets.
I'm glad we got that out of the way because that needed to be addressed.
Me too.
So anyway, we had a huge game. Broncos played the Giants, and comeback king Broncos came all the way back again. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
I believe it was 19-0 going into the fourth, and they come all the way back and beat the Giants.
That is wild.
Crazy. I mean, what's funny? My girlfriend, she's a Broncos fan. Her dad's a Broncos fan.
I didn't know that.
His family comes from Denver.
Okay.
The Pargas, they come from Denver. And so they're huge Broncos fans. And Celeste was like, well, why aren't you watching the game? Because I was watching the Colts game. And, the Colts and Cowboys. I was watching the Colts on my laptop, watching the Cowboys on TV. And she was like, why aren't you watching the Broncos game? I'm like, I'm going to be so for real. I find their asses low-key boring to watch.
Yeah.
And
turned out to be the best game.
Yeah. I started tuning in on the fourth, though. So I did watch basically the comeback. I watched the exciting part. But, I mean, I look like a fucking idiot. I had just said that. And they had the most exciting game. They also came back and beat the Eagles. It was the same thing. They were down in that game, I think 16-0.
That is
going
wild.
Into the fourth, and they won.
Yeah.
Comeback kings.
Hey, they're the NFL Pacers this year.
Yeah, we love a good comeback.
Exactly. We love that. We do
like
love
Kim Kardashian.
We do love a comeback. So
we do love come on backs.
Right.
And then last week we were talking about this. So remember how I was saying that the NFL is going back in a time machine to 2007?
Right, yes.
The time machine jumped again.
Oh, where's it now?
It's 7 years in the future to 2014.
What? Okay.
2014, when the Broncos were winning their division, the AFC West. So it changed up a little bit. After last week's win and the Chargers losing, they are now division leaders, and it goes back to when Peyton was quarterback of the Broncos. They were winning their division. And then it was Tom Brady still, Patriots winning their division.
That is crazy.
Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers still winning their division. But then also the Colts were still winning their division. Now with a new quarterback, it was 2007, it was Peyton Manning. 7 years later, it was Andrew Luck. So the time machine jumped 7 years.
Wow.
We'll see if the time machine moves again next week. But the time machine keeps moving.
That is
we're in
crazy.
We're in another year.
That is actually crazy. That makes me question, like, is this rigged? What are the odds? That's crazy.
That's weird, right?
Especially out of all the teams, too. Like, none of those teams would have been favored to do that, right? I mean, at the beginning of this, you were not really talking about any of those teams, were you?
Well,
I mean,
there were people picking the Steelers and Patriots, but nobody was picking them to win their division.
That's still
stretch,
right? Yeah.
There were people picking the Broncos to win their division. But again, one thing has stayed the same in the Colts, back-to-back weeks, still winning their division.
Yeah.
Handedly, I might add. Still the number one seed. Everybody was like, well, they haven't played anybody. Played the Chargers, who were for real and beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
So
yeah.
the Colts are here. They're for real.
Do not slander them.
They got a little MVP candidate, and that'll come up on a later segment.
Okay.
They actually have 2.
Oh, period. We love that for them.
So, yeah, that basically covers the kickoff.
Right.
So,
okay.
I think we should get into a recap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
not
do it.
speed this up, but we got to make these videos a little bit shorter for you guys.
Let's just be honest with the people.
Relax. We just worked. So,
but that's not going to stop us from getting to you guys. So know that we're dedicated. Okay.
So as the wild week continues, fucking bullshit.
Right.
Because it was one of my picks. I got a pick wrong again as soon as the week started on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Steelers at Bengals.
Bengals
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Joe Flacco. Old ass Joe Flacco.
The old man came through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Joe Flacco, 40 years old. 40
said,
years old. All he did
on
was
my parade.
he dropped back and was like, I'm just going to throw it to Jamar Chase. And they did not hide the fact that they were doing that. And the Steelers could not stop it. I mean, it was obvious. They were like, I want to say that the Bengals are going to throw the ball to Jamar Chase on this play. Threw it again. You'd think they would learn their lesson by the fourth quarter. And I was like, I'm almost positive that they're going to throw the ball to Jamar Chase on this play. They do it again, and he was wide open every time. The Steelers, it was pathetic because they have the most expensive defense in the NFL.
Oof. I was just about to say, I was like, don't they have good defense? I was just thinking that.
All their money to make sure that defense was amazing, and they've allowed, I think, 4 30-plus point games this season already.
Not good.
They're lucky. I think they won 2 of them. So
better than winning 0.
Yeah. So don't really. I don't know what you can't trade for anybody on the defensive side of the ball if you're the Steelers. You have all the money there. You just kind of have to figure out that side of the ball.
Yeah, they just gotta. Maybe the coaching is not it or something.
But
something's not going right.
Maybe things turn around for the Bengals though with Joe Flacco. I mean, he's starting to look good again. They got off to a little bit of with a cushion. Right. They got off to, I think, either 2-0 or 3-0 till Joe Burrow went out.
When does he come back?
I think max, the earliest he could come back is maybe like week 14.
Oof.
So Joe Flacco has to put him in position, but maybe things are turning around here.
If he can get him to a good spot.
Yeah, maybe they won't be sellers at the deadline.
Yeah.
So again, it just pisses me the fuck off. Like,
I'm kind of rooting for them.
I'm so sick of everything being random. I look like a fucking idiot out here.
Well, maybe you got to start making more intuitive choices instead of trying to think so logically. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to start doing that. Maybe I'll make the intuitive calls. Who do I actually think is going to win? Not who should win, but who will win. You know what I mean?
Maddie is a cannibal. I didn't like that tone at all. She fucking eats human meat, and I've seen her do it.
Stop with the
She's a vegan. She's a vegan, but she eats human meat.
Right, because that's totally makes sense.
So then we had Rams at Jags. Holy fuck, Rams just took care of business. 35-7. I think I might be missing a touchdown. But I really thought that was going to be a trap game. Puka Nacua, love his name. He was out for the Rams and didn't make a difference at all.
Love that for them.
Matthew Stafford was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna force the ball to Devontae Adams, and it paid off. Matthew Stafford, another old man, balled out, threw 5 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, and he is 37 years old. So old quarterbacks is a little gonna be. Something's going to come up with that.
I kind of like it for them.
The old guys are playing really well.
Yeah, because what's his name too?
Joe Flacco. Rodgers had a great game.
Yeah.
Defense just absolutely let him down.
Yeah.
I thought they won the game on a walk-off, and then defense still allowed a touchdown.
Right.
Didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But, it's almost like 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the Jags. Yeah. They looked really bad again. I don't know if there's just not enough firepower there or what's going on, but you just can't get beat 35-7.
Yeah.
Especially when their best receiver is out.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see if it gets better next week. Jags are on a bye, so
okay.
That's good for them. They needed a break.
Time to reflect.
Saints at Bears. Bears won. Yeah, who cares?
Not a news story.
Yeah, not news. Not news. It would have been bad if the Bears lost.
2 irrelevant teams play each other. Just kidding. But
4 in a row for the Bears. So good for them.
That's what I was thinking. Is like they've actually been winning though. They've actually been winning.
That's just gonna end real soon. But 4 in a row for the Bears. Good for you.
Yeah, let their fan base have something.
Yeah, that's gonna get clipped if the Bears do win next week.
Damn, they're gonna put you in an edit.
But. Come on, they're not going to win next week. Dolphins at Browns. I picked the Dolphins because I thought they were playing a lot better. Now, after this game, so the Browns, I am praying's bad. I am, you know what, let's just say it. I'm praying on Dylan Gabriel's downfall.
Right, yeah.
Because I think he's a little snobbish, and I don't think he gets that attention. I think it gets thrown Shador's way. I want him to absolutely fail, but you're not going to fail if the guy only has to throw it 18 times because they ran it all over the Dolphins.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this dude didn't even have to fucking throw the ball. Right. So, if you're the Dolphins, Tua looked atrocious. Could be all the CTE talk. Just kidding. I don't want to say that, but could be the head injury stuff.
Let's be honest. That's a factor in the NFL.
But if he has CTE, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Mike McDaniel, their head coach. It might be even worse for that dude.
He's just getting fired. He's just going to be unemployed.
I think he should be the second head coach fired mid-season. I think it was Bill Callahan or Brian Callahan for the Titans. He was already fired. Titans looked a little bit... Not a little bit better, but there was better energy on the sideline. So,
locker room has
come so back. We're gonna move into the next game. The Pats, they beat the Titans.
Right.
Pats look fucking good. I'm so excited about that pick.
Yeah, that's cute.
Because I want to suck off Drake Maye. Everybody knows that. I think there's not a person that wants to.
He's your Shayla.
There's not a guy that doesn't want to slob on his knob. It's kind of like.
You were telling me about that.
It's kind of like
I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sam Hartman or the. Jalen Hurts.
It is not guys. Like them though, because they are like fine as hell.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Girls want to it's unanimous. They want to slap those guys off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the football.
No, but I'm saying for guys, it's unanimous. It's the same way those guys are unanimous for you.
You know what?
For the dudes, it's unanimous. We want to.
I accept it.
We want to slurp up on some Drake Maye.
Well, I wish
he's a leader amongst men. I want to run through a brick wall for that man.
Aww. That's nice. He's
an absolute
cute.
G. And but the vibes are better, at least for the Titans.
Yeah, that's good.
They look like they didn't want to kill themselves on the sidelines because of their head coach.
I'm happy for them. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. We don't want that.
And then Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs got back is he Manslaughter Boy? I'm trying to think of his name. I'm trying to think of what he did. They got back Rashee Rice.
I don't think it was manslaughter, but it was like aggravated assault or something. Like
it was something fucking
hurt people
wild
with his vehicle speeding.
Jail boy.
And then all the tone deaf.
I don't think they drive. I don't think they died. Is the thing.
Oh no, they didn't. No, that's
lucky.
what I'm saying. It was assault. Yeah, it was not. It was not manslaughter.
My bad. Almost aggravated manslaughter.
Yeah, aggravated assault. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but like,
We
I mean,
kinda
can
know.
you even say alleged with a
We
car
kinda know.
accident? Like,
Yeah. But he was back, had 2 touchdowns, and it looks like the explosive plays are at least back for the Chiefs. Not a lot of people are going to be big fans about that.
Yeah.
But I didn't really feel like it was a poorly officiated game. Not like last week when they played the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
That one pissed me off. No, they just look flat out better.
Yeah, they didn't cheat this week.
Can the Raiders just stop trying to force Geno on us? Like, nobody wants to watch Geno Smith play anymore. I mean, the dude's washed. I don't even think he was that good to begin with. I think it was definitely Pete Carroll anti-Russell Wilson propaganda is why that even started. That, oh, I'm replacing Russell Wilson because Geno's so much better than him. No, like, Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer. Geno Smith is ass. He's absolute dick and balls. No, I don't want to. I'm tired of being forced to watch Ashton Janty run into stacked boxes because this dude can't throw a fucking football. So can we please just move on? Let's play Cam Miller. I think his name's Cam Miller. The guy that Tom Brady wanted to draft.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see. I don't even know who they have after that. I don't know if it's Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew. I have no idea. Don't care for the Raiders until Geno's gone. I think they had less than 90 total yards of offense. And I think they had 3 first downs.
That's really sad, actually.
It's like they didn't even play the game.
Literally.
Chiefs sleepwalked to a 31-0 win. But the
their
Chiefs
confidence
looked,
back a little bit?
The Chiefs looked great though.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That everyone's gaining a little confidence back, perhaps, in them
Yeah, it's
after a rough start.
If you're definitely like a fan of an AFC team, you kind of thought, oh, good, like finally that shit's over.
Yeah, not quite yet. Almost.
Not yet.
Oh, it's
Not
like
yet.
the tail end, probably, but
I said, I said last week, this is your last run. This is it.
Yeah,
I think
I
it could
agree.
still get to the Super Bowl. I said that.
But this is it.
But this is it. This is the last ride, guys.
Yeah,
Enjoy it, Chiefs fans.
Exactly.
Last ride with the old guard. I'm not
Right.
saying this is the end for Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying this is the end for the era that you've been watching.
Right.
Eagles at Vikings. Eagles won. Again, they weren't impressive playing down to the level of their opponent. Carson threw some really bad interceptions, but Jalen looked good. I can say that.
My Shayla.
Again, explosive plays were back. AJ had a big day. Devontae had a big day. But this brings me to a term that you are not familiar with.
Okay.
I think the sports dudes will be familiar with. Does Saquon Barkley have the yips?
I feel like I've heard of the yips. Is it like when you like can't play well?
It's basically when you lose all your ability to play.
Yes. I think you told me about this actually. I feel like
Yeah,
we've talked
it
about this
applies
before.
to Ben Simmons.
We talked about this before, yeah.
We talked about it with Ben Simmons.
Yes.
He got the yips.
With Ben Simmons.
He absolutely got the yips.
Yeah, that's a perfect example, yeah.
But I know Eagles fans are gonna say like, oh, but our offensive line isn't healthy and they're not getting good push. I get all that. They're not creating the holes. But at the same time, I feel like Saquon is just not reading the holes either. Like he just doesn't.
He doesn't have his
He
head in
does
the
not
game.
look the way he looked last year. There were some plays last year where I felt like, there were often plays where he wasn't being touched until the second level. That's when you run through the big guys and you get the smaller guys of defenders. Like he wasn't being touched until those guys were there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there were some plays where he just made something out of nothing, and I'm not even seeing that anymore. Could be the Manning curse. Could be the Trump curse.
Oof.
I mean, everything that man touches is going to ruin other than
Literally.
Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
But that's just, that dude is just an alien.
Right.
But yeah, it's an interesting question. He looks like absolute shit. He still has not run for 100 yards. And I don't think it's all the offensive line. I think he's genuinely just not reading holes sometimes. He's like unable to like break tackles at this point.
It's like, I think that it's easy to forget that these athletes are also like regular people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like when this kind of stuff happens, like I start to question, like, did something happen in their personal life? Like, is something going on in their personal life that is just like taking too much energy? You know what I mean?
Are these the vibes talking?
Yeah. Like, are there personal vibes in their personal life? Like, maybe they're going through a rough breakup. You know what I mean? Maybe they had a death in the family. Like, you just don't know what they're dealing with. And so sometimes or it's just like, who knows? Like, it could be literally anything that like triggered them to
maybe
start
he lost his edge because he already won the Super Bowl.
That's exactly it. Like, did something happen where like maybe he lost some confidence from something? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like it could be so many things because to me, that kind of thing has to be psychological. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't make sense for when you think about it of like just a physical perspective. Like, your body doesn't forget how to play. You know what I mean? Obviously people age and they get injuries and that's a factor, but I feel like overall that kind of stuff is psychological.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, you good?
Maybe it's just bad juju. Maybe he's a cannibal. Maybe he's eating human meat.
Dude. Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? But yeah, no, I've seen Will Shipley have success running the ball. Like, he had one run and he ripped off 11 yards. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's all the O-line and it's all that stuff. I'm just like, no, I think he's genuinely just not playing well either. Because I know Jalen's had success running the ball.
Right.
So it seems like everybody is kind of having success other than him. I know Eagles fans will argue against all that, and I get it. You got to stand up for your guy, but I just don't think he's playing well. It's a long season though. Again, that's kind of what built them up last year to go on the run. So if they can't get that figured out, I don't know if I like my prediction anymore for them to get to the Super Bowl. But at the very least, Jalen Hurts is still playing lights out.
Yeah.
So good for him.
I mean, I got him on fantasy.
No cannibalism
so
there from that guy.
Oh, no.
Also, no shaking Trump's bitch-ass hand.
That's what I was about to say. No curse.
Panthers at Jets. Panthers won in an absolute, probably the most boring game of the weekend. Really boring. Really bad football. And then Bryce Young got hurt.
Oof.
So maybe the offense plays a little bit better. No offense to Bryce Young, but I mean, you just get a taller quarterback in there that can actually see over the line without being on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jets are awful. It was so funny. This kid is going viral because this guy was asking people like, how does it feel to be a Jets fan? It was something like that. And this like, I want to say he looked like 13 years old. He's walking out with his parents and they stop him and he's just like, I hate it. I was born into this. We absolutely stink. I don't think it's going to get any better. And I'm loyal. I'm always going to be a fan, but I hate it. And you could see like tear ducts almost in his eyes. Somebody's like, save that poor man. And everybody, all the sports dudes are going to be like, he's going to be so much stronger because of this.
No, literally.
He's going to be the most loyal. He'll fight through anything. And I'm just like, I feel so bad, but I'm just like,
poor kid.
I feel it because I was born into being a Cowboys fan. And I'm like, no, I feel you, dude. I feel you.
You feel the heartbreak.
At the very least, so the Cowboys are competitive. But oh my gosh, yeah, I was like, I love that kid. Like that kid's going viral. He's going places.
Poor kid.
Giants at Broncos. We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Best game of the week.
Yeah.
But as far as the other side, Jackson Dart had a really bad pick in the fourth quarter that kind of sparked, that comeback. Mm-hmm. And I think Brian Daboll, the Giants head coach, he's going to be the next coach to be fired midseason. He's just kind of not making, anything easy on Jackson Dart either. Him and his CTE brother, Cam Scatabo, have to basically go crazy and go berserk and go ultra physical. He's been the most hit quarterback since he started playing. And that's, again, things that just aren't sustainable.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's just not sustainable.
Of course, you want your quarterback to have the physical aspect that guys like Josh Allen and Jalen and all these guys have.
That they can handle it.
That they can do that.
Yeah.
But you don't want to rely on that. being the factor of why you win games.
I would say probably most of the time you'd like to try to avoid that if possible.
Exactly. And I feel like the Eagles, outside of the tush push, but I feel like Jalen probably sustains the least amount of blunt force in that. It's mostly the O-line. But outside of that, they try to protect him. Outside of, same thing, quarterback sneaks. The Bills try to protect Josh Allen. They try to set things up to where it's designed to where, if you need to, you can access that. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, the Bills have a good line, and so do the Eagles. But yeah, Brian Daboll is going to be fired next. I don't think they believe in him anymore, and that was just an absolutely abysmal performance that I've seen from coaching. They shouldn't have lost that game.
Sad. It's always sad when the players have the potential, but the coaches can't realize it, And
I think even Daboll was trying to put it on his new place kicker, who missed 2 extra points, and that did cost the team. It was so bad that after the game, he was just like, oh my God, get him away from me. I don't even want to look at him. But I'm like, bro, you had a 19-0 lead. You got to take accountability.
That's it.
Those 2 points are not the reason why you lost the game.
And a good leader does not act like that either.
Exactly. So, he's going to be fired next. I'm just saying that. Colts at Chargers. I'm so glad I got this pick right. Colts are for real. Yeah. I was buying into the hype. Everybody needs to watch out. Again, that defense got 2, I think, interceptions in the red zone on Justin Herbert, who I thought was playing, up to an MVP type of level. I think his campaign is kind of out the window unless he starts to go berserk the rest of the year and they go on a run. But, oh my gosh, I don't think they were playing outstanding, but they get 2 interceptions in the red zone. It's like I've been saying about their defense. They just get key turnovers. That offense, Daniel Jones is just lighting it up. He's being ultra efficient with the football. And then they just have a great run game. Jonathan Taylor has 3 games this season, their running back, with 3 touchdowns. At least 3 touchdowns. That is absolutely
crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So they kind of remind me of the I think it was 2011 or 2009. Of the Drew Brees Super Bowl champion Saints. High octane offense, and that defense just came up with turnovers in really key spots. They kind of remind me of that team. Obviously, Daniel Jones isn't Drew Brees, but Daniel Jones is playing the best football in his career, and I just love seeing him so happy on the sidelines. When he's not having to play because they're already locking up the win. He has the coach's headset on.
Aww.
It's the feel-good story of the NFL this season.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise, again, why this year is such bullshit. Commanders get absolutely waxed against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels got hurt. He hurt his hamstring. Luckily, nothing serious. I think it was his hamstring. Luckily, nothing serious, but he didn't even look good when he was playing. The Cowboys' defense stepped up. They got a defensive touchdown. That offense put up over 30 again. My gosh, Dak is just playing out of his mind. If it weren't for Dak and Brandon Aubrey, I don't know where this football team would be.
Yeah.
Not to throw shade. There's no shade on everybody else. CeeDee Lamb is great. Pickens is great. Jake Ferguson's great. Javonte Williams is great. The offensive line looks actually really good. So I don't know what to make of this year. I'm picking spoiler alert. I'm picking the Cowboys to lose against the Broncos. It's been one of those years. It's up and down. It's inconsistent.
Yeah. After the Broncos just did that too.
We'll
they're
see.
riding a high. Well, I guess they're both riding a high.
And that's the thing, though. The Broncos are riding a high, and sometimes when you're riding a high like that, you don't show up the next week.
That's
it took
true.
all your emotional
both
energy out of it.
Are kind of riding a high, I guess, right?
But exactly. But the way this year has gone, I don't know. It's a coin flip.
Yeah, no,
at this point.
literally.
Packers at Cardinals. Packers, they feel like the Eagles. On paper, they should be a lot better than how they are at this current moment. They continue to just play down to the level of their opponent. Mm-hmm. They got the win again. I get it. Winning's the most important thing. Same thing with the Eagles. But I almost have the opposite problem with the Packers that I do with the Eagles. The Eagles, the thing that I feel in my bones that I can count on, especially if they make the playoffs and they're playing a really good team, I believe that Jalen Hurts might be the best player on the field every time. He's shown it the last two Super Bowl runs that he plays really well in the biggest moments, on the biggest stages. You can say anything you want about him, that he's a running back, all this bullshit that people talk and throw his way, but he plays really well. I have the same thing, but the opposite. I believe in the Packers. I just don't believe in Jordan Love in big games and in big moments. And like, I do think Jordan Love played very well this past week, but they were playing against Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't have been that close, guys. Like Packers fans, I'm going to say the same thing to you that I was saying to Eagles fans. It should look a hell of a lot better. Like, don't get hung up like, well, we won and Jordan looked pretty good. I'm like, Jordan should do what Rodgers was doing. Like, all those years that the Packers were successful. Anytime you were playing a fucking tomato can, Rodgers would go the fuck off and it would be a blowout.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Aaron Rodgers, but anytime they were playing in those seasons, it was the Lions were terrible or the Bears were terrible, ironically, in their division. The Cardinals were terrible. They were teams that were really bad. The Cowboys were sometimes bad. He would absolutely beat up on those teams, and it wouldn't be close. And it wouldn't be close because, oh, no, because the defense was playing well. It's like, no, because they would literally put up 40-plus points on those teams, and Rodgers would have like 4 or 5 touchdowns, no turnovers.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Jordan Love played clean. It doesn't mean he played well. So they should look a lot better, guys. I'm just telling you right now. As of right now, Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers.
Period.
Falcons at 49ers. The fucking 49ers. It doesn't matter how many injuries these guys have on their roster. They figure it out. And it's like I said, I called it. I was like, you know what? The Falcons look great against the Bills. But they're inconsistent. They're going to lose the following week against a banged up 49ers. And they did. Yep. 49ers controlled that whole game. They look good. And my one of my fantasy players, not in the league that I'm with Marty Pops, but in my other league, I have CMC. Yeah, I think 39 points.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, dang.
And you know what? I hate the 49ers, guys. I absolutely do. I'm a Cowboys fan. I want them to rot in hell for all eternity. But again, I got to be objective as the ball guy.
Yeah.
How is CMC not in the MVP conversation? He has literally been carrying this offense on his back. I think Mac Jones is playing spectacular in place of Bryce Young. And the coaching is off the charts right now. But, oh my goodness, they would not be where they're at record-wise without CMC. He's stayed healthy. And he has looked damn good. He's looked like one of the best. I think it's him and Jonathan Taylor that have looked like the best running backs in the NFL. And my goodness, I just can't say enough about him.
Yeah.
He's going to come up on my segment coming soon. But, yeah, 49ers won again. They look good. Bucks at Lions. Again, you know, another pick I got absolutely right. I said, for whatever reason, Baker, you're outstanding. Like, he should be in the MVP conversation. Nothing should really change with that conversation. But my gosh, they just can't beat the Lions. This is a team that they struggle against.
Yeah.
And since Baker's gotten there, this is just a team that they can't beat.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the Rams with the Eagles. They don't know how to beat this one fucking team. Cowboys with the 49ers. They just can't seem to beat this one damn team. And we'll see if that changes. I imagine they'll probably play each other again.
Yeah.
Later on in the year in the playoffs. I would love to see it again. I'd love to run it back. Baker was off. Baker did not throw a touchdown. Actually, some questionable calls. Rightfully so after the week the Lions had against the Chiefs. Actually went the Lions' way this week. And I hated
they were like, we can't make it too obvious.
We can't make it too obvious, guys.
That was way too much.
Even though they're practically like kissing Patrick Mahomes on the field.
Right.
But I just hated to see it against the Bucks just because the Bucks just like they're just like that middle class, you know, AOC type of team. Like I
AOC.
fucking vibe heavy with them. And then Texans at Seahawks. Again, another one I kind of called right. I think CJ showed a lot of toughness in that game. They almost came back, but the Seahawks are the real deal. Sam Darnold played really good again.
Yeah.
They have 2 really good running backs. They have a great defense. But I just thought that offensive line isn't going to do a good enough job to protect CJ, and he just won't be able to make enough plays and overcome that. And sure enough, that's kind of what happened. A guy that I really like that used to be on the Cowboys that got traded, DeMarcus Lawrence, showing up for that defensive line on the Seahawks. You love to see it. I just love seeing guys that were Cowboys playing absolutely well, because Michael Parsons for the Packers against the Cardinals had three fucking sacks this week. So
Enough said.
I mean, I imagine DeMarcus Lawrence, if the Seahawks are for real, maybe he wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe Michael Parsons wins the Super Bowl. So I love to see those guys that are kind of like the scapegoats for the Cowboys get their flowers and win rings as they leave. So that's the end of our recap for the week.
That was week 7.
Week 7.
That's right.
Big week. So I want to do a quick segment because right now I want to do this segment because there's something that's really pissing me off, and I think it's pissing off every NFL fan. The MVP race is currently going on, and the leader in the clubhouse is Patrick Mahomes. Now the Chiefs are 4-3.
Has he won already?
He's won. He's won twice.
That's what I thought.
believe.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I'm not trying to be a Patrick Mahomes hater. I think he should be in the conversation. But really, is he really number 1?
Yeah.
So I'm going to run down my current 10 MVP candidates, 10 through 1. At number 10, I have Josh Allen. He's played poorly the last couple weeks, but I can't ignore the start he got off to the first 4 weeks when they were 4-0.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to count him out just because he's Superman and he does everything for him. I hope in this bye week that him and Haley Steinfeld have fought a little bit more and that he has that chip on his shoulder because he just seems to be way too much of a happy married man. Number 9 is where I have Patrick Mahomes. I get the usage. I get the amount that he's doing for this team as far as running, throwing, and the total amount of offense he's doing for them. But all I've known in the past 5 to 10 years watching football is that the MVP and the way we look at it has changed so much that winning means everything and means so much to that conversation now. Yeah. So why the fuck is the quarterback for a 4-3 team who aren't even division leaders up to this point, is he number 1? I think it's bullshit. I think Patrick Mahomes is playing his best football in the last 2 to 3 years, but I think it's ridiculous that he's at that spot. If they win every game the rest of the year and his numbers stay immaculate,
that's valid.
Then you have a different case, right? But no, they are 4-3. Enough of that. I can't even believe, just because of the sheer usage alone is the only reason. Honorable mention, I'm just gonna say it, is Jalen Hurts, but like I just think Patrick Mahomes' conversation is ridiculous. Number 8, Dak Prescott. I can't even believe I'm saying it, guys. Yeah. But if the Cowboys somehow make the playoffs, I think you need to throw record out the window because, oh my gosh, I know I just said that, but oh my gosh, he's playing the best I've ever seen him play, and I wanted to give him his flowers. Dak has looked so good, and as far as just sheer fundamental quarterback play and how you actually play the position, as far as like pre-snap adjustments and post-snap adjustments and progression and, reading guys off, I don't think anybody's played the position better than Dak.
Yeah. Like
from that standpoint, last year it was Joe Burrow. This year it's Dak. Cowboys are the Bengals from last year. So yeah, Dak at 8. At 7, Jared Goff. Lions look really good, and Jared is playing efficient. He's proving why he was the number 1 pick. So not much else to say. Jared Goff, I'm giving him his flowers. Here's another guy I'm giving his flowers to at 6, and I can't believe I'm not seeing him anywhere being talked about. Christian McCaffrey. Like, where would the 49ers be without him right now? If we give Patrick Mahomes the number one spot because of usage, how are we not giving it to Christian McCaffrey, who's doing everything for that offense, and they have a better record?
Yeah.
And they have more of a reason to not be in that position because of the amount of injuries they have. Like, I think it's ridiculous. He should be getting that love that is unfairly, I think, going to Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be a little bit of a shock. I have Matthew Stafford next. Matthew Stafford is playing really well, and honestly, it's because of the way he played this past week. 5 touchdowns. I really thought he was going to maybe fall off numbers-wise because Puka Nakua's out, and he only targets the number one guy. He looked better without Puka. So, Stafford, again, you know, the Rams are off. Zone. Yeah, the Rams are off to a great start, and that has a lot to do with Matthew Stafford, who's in a frat.
Oh, of course.
Next, I mean, these top 4 should not be debated, in my opinion. I don't know how Patrick Mahomes is number 1 again. These guys should be light years ahead of him. At 4, I have Daniel Jones. Got to give credit where credit is due. Danny Dimes has looked absolutely great. I just don't think he's the straw that stirs the drink, which is why I'm not putting him above the guy that I have at number 1.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones, man, he's looked really good. And if his numbers go above who I have at number 1, which is his teammate, then I think he could win it as long as they stay the number 1 seed and, you know, continue to look this dominant. 3, I have Drake Maye. Again, we talk about what we talk about with Patrick Mahomes, another high usage guy, and he has a better record, and they have a better record than the Bills.
Yeah.
Or at least they're winning their division.
Right.
So, again, this may be glazing as far as Drake Maye goes, but how is he not in the conversation and how is he not 3?
Yeah, I think you're just being honest about it.
Now, Baker Mayfield. I have him in number 2. He has moved down a spot. You got to move down a spot after the way you played. I got to be fair. I got to be objective.
Yeah.
But, again, the amount of injuries this team has, unfortunately, the streak looks like it might be over for Mike Evans, their star receiver, for the 1,000-yard receiving yards. I hate that so much because he's still going to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. He should be. But, just continue to go down for that team. And I'm not going to put the loss on Baker. I think it was a team effort kind of loss. I still think he's that dude. He has aura. But this week, how is Jonathan Taylor, my number 1, not number 1? I mean, he is the guy on that team. They have the best record in football. The amount of touchdowns he has. He's number 1 in rushing yards. I mean, I can't say enough about him.
Yeah.
It should be self-explanatory. If Jonathan Taylor isn't your number 1 MVP candidate, I'm sorry, you should not be discussing football anymore, especially if you have Patrick Mahomes over him.
Yeah,
I think it's ridiculous.
Is media glazing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. I mean, come on.
So as far as he's got vibes too because is just doing his job.
Right.
Shout out to Carly Ursay. Same thing, fucking vibes, dude. All those fucking bullshit, man. We're giving her shit, but look at where she has that team and that organization right now.
Yeah.
Fucking love you, Carly Ursay. Stay on that sideline with your notepad. You're doing wonders with this fucking team.
Yeah. We love to see it.
Take it, conservatives.
Women in sports.
Hell yeah. So we're coming to the end of our show, guys.
Is it
so you
time?
know what that means.
Do I need to bust out
You need to bust out the timer.
I do.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Now, last week I was 9-6. Back on the winning track again. You know, I kind of went with the more wild picks. Some of the wild picks are here to stay, guys. But I really I say this every week. But I think I'm going to go even crazier this week. I think I could be right about every game.
Wow.
I wish I could. I might hit up my brother to get in touch with Scott. But I don't know, man. I really feel good about this week. That just means I might get every pick wrong. But
you tell me when you're ready.
You run that clock, girl.
Okay, ready? 2-minute drill starting now.
Vikings at Chargers. Chargers bounce back. I think Carson Wentz struggles again, and Chargers bounce back. Dolphins at Falcons. Falcons, again, they're inconsistent. They're going to look so freaking good this weekend. Falcons win. Jets at Bengals. I trust old man Joe Flacco just throwing it to Jamar Chase every fucking time. Also, Aaron Glenn, until you stop wearing capris, your team is not going to win a game. Browns at Pats. I can't wait for the Dylan Gabriel shit show. You are not going to be able to just throw the ball 18 times because you are playing the Pats, and they are going to stack that box, not let you run the football, and they're going to force that kid to throw. Pats by 1,000,000. Giants at Eagles. Eagles bounce back. I think the juice is kind of left that Giants train, so I'm going to go with the Eagles. Bills at Panthers. Bills, obviously. Bears at Ravens. Ravens win. I think Lamar Jackson actually comes back and they play, and finally, he's going to show why he's such a arguably maybe the best player in all of football.
Impactful player.
49ers at Texans. I'm actually going with an upset here. This is the wild one. I'm going to go with the Texans.
Okay.
Bucks at Saints. I'm going to go with the Bucks. They bounce back. Cowboys at Broncos. Cowboys, just for whatever reason, historically don't play well against the Broncos. I'm going to go with the Broncos. Titans at Colts. Titans. Packers at Steelers. Again, another one. I think Rodgers pulls this one out, and I think the Steelers win. I think Jordan Love does not have a good game. They're playing a really big opponent, big game, and I think Jordan Love throws a pick.
That's all it's going to be.
And Commanders at Chiefs. Commanders are just too banged up. I don't think Jaden Daniels plays, so I think the Chiefs win. And we got the Lions, Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, and Jags all on byes. This is the super bye weekend. And I did it with some time to spare, guys.
And now it goes off. Wow, that was good. That was probably the quickest you've ever done it. But there was
less games
not playing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of spent a little bit of time. What game? On the Jets and Bengals? Or maybe the Browns Pats?
A few of them.
The Browns Pats is where I spent a lot of time.
You had some comments. But that's okay. We had time for it. So you gauged it well. Good commentary. Well, let's see if you're right. Let's see if you get all of them right as you do proclaim.
So this past week, I got some of my best bets right.
Good.
I had Jalen Hurts throwing 2 touchdowns. He threw 3.
Yeah.
I didn't give you guys a lot of picks just because, again, we were coming back from work. I didn't do a lot of research. But this segment returns, and I have a lot of picks for you guys this week.
Okay, we'll go off.
Again, you got to mix and match them, guys. I'm not saying to run with every single pick I give you. These are just the ones that I like. Again, I'm not going with little picks here. I'm doing picks that'll pay out. Okay? So again, you can make these picks. Exactly. You can make these picks on Prize Picks, Underdog, Dabble. So these are Anthony's best bets. I got again, I've said it before, Dylan Gabriel, he's gonna throw at least 1 pick. That shit show's coming into full fruition. You guys could even go with 2 picks. Fuck it. They're going to load the box. The Patriots are not going to play this stupid. They're not just going to be able to run the ball the way they did against the Dolphins. They're going to test him. He should have had several picks the week before. He's going to be absolute terrible. I can't wait for it. Dak Prescott. I'm going to stick with the pick that I gave last week that didn't pan out. He throws at least 1 interception. I got to stick with it. He's due. Cowboys aren't great against the Broncos. It's been too long.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Not throwing any shade against Dak. Just, come on. Cortland Sutton to at least get 1 receiving or rushing touchdown. It will be receiving. Broncos against the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson in his return will throw at least 2 touchdown passes. So you're going to want to bet the over on the 1.5. He's going to show why he's the best player in football. I don't think there's going to be any rust. Bo Nix throwing at least 2 touchdown passes. Same thing. You're going to want to bet the over on that one. They're playing the Cowboys. Cowboys, same thing. That defense looked a little bit better this past week. Maybe goes back down to earth this week. So you're going to want to bet the over on that. Jordan Love, big game. Steelers defense played really poorly last week. I expect him to bounce back. I think Jordan Love will at least have 1 interception. You're going to want to bet the over on that one. Baker Mayfield, he had an anomaly of a game. He will throw at least 2 touchdowns. You might even want to bet the 3 just because he's going to want to go scorched earth. Drake Maye, over 1 rushing touchdown. Don't bet the receiving, or don't bet the passing. Bet the rushing. All right? That's a little bit of a gamble, but again, these picks are to pay out, not to, turn your $10 into 20, guys.
Right.
And then my last one is going to be DK Metcalf getting at least one receiving touchdown.
Okay.
So it might go to the tight ends. This is the one I'm probably least confident in among them. But I just really like this. I really think the Steelers will play really good for Rodgers. And again, it was my surprise pick of the week, and so that's my final bet for you guys.
All right. Well, that was great. Hopefully you and us, all of us, can get some money.
We all
from
win.
that.
We all win some money.
We love that. Well, you know what time it is. It is time for our MVP. That is right. Our MVP is our most valuable vibes of the week. It's our version of MVP, if you will. It is the person, the individual with the best vibes. Okay, we're not just talking the best player. We're not talking who put up the biggest stats, but who had the best vibes, who brought the vibes this week. So, who is your pick?
To close out the show, I don't just have one.
Oh.
I'm going to refer to them as the old G's, the old heads.
Oh, the MVVs.
The MVVs, and that's Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Joe Flacco, and Dak Prescott.
Aww.
All the old guys, all the oldest starting quarterbacks in the NFL this week. My goodness, they look like the best quarterbacks in football.
What?
They all balled out.
Love it.
Rodgers, I believe, threw 4 touchdowns. Stafford threw 5. Joe, I think, threw 3 or 4. And I think Dak threw 3.
Okay.
And they all they were wheeling and dealing out there. And so, shout out to the OGs, the old guard.
Right.
They're just showing like Josh, Patrick, all you guys.
We're still in the league.
We're still here.
Yeah.
It's changing to, Baker and all those guys, but hey, you got to make some room for the veterans, for the old guys.
Yeah, that's how you want to go out. That's how you want your final years to be. You want to have your legacy cemented. So, you know what? I like that. Aging like fine wine, these quarterbacks. So,
one more Pro Bowl for all those guys.
Most valuable vibes.
One more. Get another accolade.
There you go. Exactly. Come on. We'd love to see it. So, well, that has been the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching First Team All Vibes. Make sure that you like this episode. If you are watching on YouTube, please, and also subscribe and maybe comment even if you guys really want to be generous. That really, really helps us, and it's just like a really nice thing to do, so you should do it. You can also listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere, First Team All Vibes, also Instagram, TikTok. Follow us, First Team All Vibes. So, that has been the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Don't eat people.
Yes, no, don't. Don't do that. Yeah.
You know what I just fucking realized?
What?
From my fucking hair to the glasses, that I did not think this look through. Every week I've given the audience a new look.
Oh.
I look like what is his name? He plays like all the fancy dudes in he like goes to vacations in France and shit.
What are you talking about?
He plays the guy in the Hunger Games.
Liam Hemsworth?
No, the really fancy one though.
Fancy?
He wears glasses.
Glasses?
He always plays like high-end posh people. He has the dad in Easy A.
The dad in Woody Harrelson?
No.
Is he in that movie?
No. Oh my god, what is his name? Stanley Tucci.
Oh, what?
Stanley
My
Tucci.
god.
I look like
Okay,
fucking Stanley Tucci in Lovely Bones.
Wow.
I look like a little serial killer.
Stop. Okay.
That's exactly what this look looks like. The 1000%.